right. Good movie. Okay. We're going to start our panel discussion. But first, we want to let you know also that we are filming this. It's going to be on YouTube, and it's under Northern Utah Peace. We also have other events that are recorded that you can go watch, speakers and such. Okay, our first speaker today is Andy Figorski, speaking on behalf of the Iraq Veterans Against the War. Andy is a veteran of the Iraqi War. To avoid incurring a massive amount of student debt, he joined the military. After 5 years in the military, he was honorably discharged with a head injury. Shortly after his return to Utah, I guess he didn't return, he came to Utah, and he started working with several peace activist groups, on top of finishing his degree in political science. And he also is performing a comedy act at Wise Guys Comedy Club, Wednesdays at 8 p.m. And he also is in City Weekly, this week's City Weekly, talking about his comedy act. So, all right, there we go.
Let me see how far I can get back. Thank you for coming. I'm real glad you guys managed to make it out on a Sunday. I know how hard it is to get out and do anything on Sunday. It's great, but we've done this a lot before. As you can see, I'm really not too prepared for it, but the main thing is I really don't want it to be the me show today. It's not about me. It's definitely about the other side of the microphone today, you guys, and it's pretty much the same reason everybody comes here. I mean, you want to come here and see this, and you're enraged afterwards, but I really want to be able to turn that anger or indignation into something positive by the time you leave here, and especially get everybody involved in it today. I mean, I know that's really atypical of what people do. Typically, it's me, someone else, not saying everybody, but somebody shooting off at the mouth and having to be, I don't know, promoting an agenda, but I really want to be able to get everybody else involved today. And, you know, I just had a couple things to write down while I was sitting watching the movie. I don't know about you, but there's a lot of ways where it made me angry, and it did. And, you know, you just sit there and think about how much we aren't represented, or how much, you know, the tables are tilted against us. But, I mean, that's partially our job to think of how we're going to get each other out of this, what we're going to do to tip it in our favor. And, you know, it's funny, really, I guess for something to think of. Think about this. You know, there's quite a few people in here today, and you are apparently the greatest threat. You know, not anybody with a gun or somebody with a plot. You, mentality, it is. That's the greatest threat. You dirty, rotten, horrible peaceniks. You. How could horrible? But it is. Apparently, you know, intellect, peace, that's unity. That's the greatest threat. So keep that in mind. That's pretty significant. But all of this is relevant. It's important. It's really important to gather what's going on now. But what's even more important than that is to look at previous historically relevant events. Draw the contexts and parallels between the two and catch them on their next move. That's what's important. Okay, if you look at Vietnam, aside from seeing that they have most of the same architects, Cheney, Rumsfeld, Kissinger, okay, yeah, exactly, all the same architects, okay, and it's kind of funny that they use the same lines of rhetoric before, you know, we can't cut and run. Johnson is quoted as saying, I don't want to be the president to lose this war. Egotism was pretty much one of the motivating factors behind them not pulling out. Catch them on it. It's the same thing today. But you know what? If they word it right by saying, okay, what we're going to do, let's pause. We need to get out of here. Okay, it's not cutting and running, it's doing what's right. We're going to cut and run with dignity, okay? And the current guy who, adopted this word is continuing it, okay? He could save face by going, look, okay, we're going to pull out, we're going to help you, we're going to let you determine your own path, because we want you guys. We're going to save face. That's all. That's all I guess to do. But I don't see it happening. And so that, and just some positives. This is motivating. This is very motivating. People coming out on a Sunday, and I don't have to tell you how much it sucks. You all know how much it sucks. But it's one of the reasons why I started doing comedy. Just to think of other parallels and this context of where it can be positive. I mean, we all just cringe when we hear Bush talk. You might just bang your head on the table like, oh my God, did he just say that? Oh, that hurt. But, take what he said. We'll adopt a new motto. Let's roll. Fine. Okay, gather your facts. Let's go up to the Capitol. Let's roll. Let's roll up to the Capitol. Make your representative do what they're supposed to do. Represent you and your opinion and majority's opinion. Don't let these fuckers sit back and do nothing. Be powerful. That's why you're here. Sorry I said fuck. But sometimes you gotta say things that make people feel a little uncomfortable. I'm sorry. Sorry, Hannah. But seriously, feel powerful. Think of the positives. Think of ways to draw positives out of this. If you feel powerless and helpless, what I want you to do is, seriously, take a day. Go up to the Capitol. Just walk around. Walk around and feel how connected you should be to that place. Okay? And then also look at the power. Just look at some of the hypocrisy there. What you do is step foot in the gilded room. Okay, the room filled, surrounded with gold leaf. And I'm sure they put up that expensive gold leaf at a time where they shouldn't have. At a time where people were hungry, okay, dying. But hey, that's empire, right? That's building empire. We got to make sure our representatives look great, that they're surrounded in, lavish necessities. But also something else that's important is just keep thinking. You go up to the statue, like the 50-foot statue of Brigham Young. Look down at what, some of the narrative. It's behind him. There's a glass that has some of the things that he was involved with. Look at some of the things that they pride themselves on saying he did. One of the things that sticks out the most is they said after he was appointed the head of specific duties out here. Okay, it was his job to expand out this way in the area of Salt Lake, but then also it said he was the head of Native American Affairs. Shit, we all see how well that worked out. So just challenge some of that. And like I said, be powerful, go up to the Capitol with facts. Make these people work for you. Do not let them sit down and do goddamn nothing. If you don't do anything, you see what they do now.